Hello, this is Ride the Lightning, tone stuff. Yeah, let's just get into it. First, we're gonna start with amplitude. This is not a great, setup in amplitude. The post EQ does a lot of heavy lifting. But yeah, so these are my settings. You can pause, look at them. Noise gate, then overdrive. Oops, I just messed with that. Whatever, it's right around there. Yeah. And now the Brit Silver amp, presence 2, bass 2, middle 2, treble 8, output master 7, and pole channel, lead master 8.4, input gain 5, and pole rhythm clip. I think, yeah. And then we have the normal IR that I use. It's the Matthias Borda, or however you say his name. Sorry, I butchered that, but it's just that IR. If I forget to link it in the description, my bad. Just look up the guy's name or some of my older videos. I've used this IR for most, if not all, of my red lighting stuff. And then I just have some basic compression and reverb. I'm pretty sure I didn't change much or anything with this stuff, but you can pause and look at it. This isn't on, by the way. I don't even know why it's there. I can just remove that. Yeah, and that's for all the tracks. These are just extra stuff in the beginning, and then these are the main tracks. But what I did after that is I put a Pro Q on it, and I did an EQ match. And now that there's a lot of settings for this, but if you have a basic EQ, just follow these basic settings. There's a lot of bands, but just kind of follow the basic outline of this. Yeah, and this is very inconvenient for those of you who don't have the EQ match thing, but it's just what I used. And then I have a second one, very different setup. I might be going a bit too fast here, but these are just the basic settings. You can, with whatever you have, you can just do that, do your own approximation of it, really, because most of you probably won't have the exact sound I get out of my specific setup, because it just differs from person to person. And then yeah, so I'll add the audio of this, because I don't think you can hear that. So I'll just add the audio of this over the video. So yeah, that's about it for the Ride the Lightning one. And yeah, so I'll cut to the audio right now. Alright, so I didn't know that it stopped recording, right, my microphone. So this is a voiceover in post, so I'm just kind of going along with this. So I've opened Amplitude, and I'm gonna show you my settings right now. yeah, compressor, noise gate settings. I just copied the Master of Puppets settings off of an article I found. It's a very easy search. Just look up Master of Puppets amp setting notes, Fleming Rasmussen or whatever. You can. It's pretty easy to find actually. And you'll find pictures of battery. So I'm showing the post EQ. Well, not post EQ, but EQ on the amp right now. Make sure it's EQ in, not auto. Now I'm showing the back settings. It's presence, reverb. Make sure it's semi-class too. And then I'm having an IR here that I will probably link in a MediaFire thing in the description. I know most of you probably wouldn't trust MediaFire, but who cares? It's just it's gonna be like a folder I'll put there. Don't know why I'm still on this, but oh yeah, and this useless EQ, you don't have to add it. It's just yeah. And then ProQ, I did another EQ match, blah blah blah. Very it's going to be very hard to replicate if you're just using a normal EQ, but what I would do is kind of go by ear. The Amplitude setup gets you most of the way there, but this other stuff just got me all the way. So yeah, you can kind of like copy the same settings I have here. If you just have a normal EQ thing, kind of gotta put it in slow-mo though if you want to do that. And then I got a basic one here that I'm showing off the settings of right now. Also, I'm not sure if my mic's clipping or not in this voiceover. I have it like super close to my face with probably too high of a sensitivity. Then I have a compressor here. It's just a basic setting Studio One has. And then I have a limiter. It's just a limiter. Or you can turn down the track things. I just needed to fix the compression on it. But yeah, so that's the battery tone setup, and I will cut to the video right now.